What do I believe? Who am I now? The truth will set me free. Who am I now?
Hi, I just thought I'd jump on here and do the next 5 minutes with John. And the two things I wanted to look at and just mention today were judgment and anger. And judgment is a strange one, and we all judge. Oh, what's he doing? Who's he? What's he up to? We can't judge anyone until we can walk in their shoes and understand their motivations for doing what they're doing. Their motivations may be completely justified. There may be all sorts of reasons, and we can't judge that. So we just look at a situation, a guy cutting us up in a car, whatever it may be, and we, oh, what a twat, what an idiot, we don't know. Perhaps he's rushing off to hospital because his wife's ill. Who knows? And the point is that when we make a judgment, I think it tends to be a negative judgment. And negativity on us is draining. It wears us out. It eats our soul away. So, there's lots to talk about judgment, but don't judge. Try not to judge. You never know what the story is behind it. And it's a hard thing to do. And, I've spoken to some really bad people that are, I don't want to go too much into it, but where it'd be very easy to judge, but we mustn't judge. It's just like draining on the soul. And the other thing I wanted to touch on was anger. Anger is an emotional response to someone who is criticising us, or who has done something that doesn't fit into the way in which we see things as they should happen. Someone who's not singing the same song that we're singing. And anger is an emotional response, as I said, that's probably in part driven by our ego. And we need not to allow someone to have the power over us that allows them to make us respond in a negative way to comments that they've made. And I think it's as simple as that. Someone says something to you that you don't agree with, that you don't like, and you react because of your ego, because of whatever it may be. And ego is a separate subject, and I love ego. It's a great thing to talk about. So why do we allow someone to have that power over us? Why should someone have that power to be able to make us angry and probably ruin our entire day? Why? And I know it's difficult. Yeah, I get, some people, can make me angry. I try not to be, and I have to maybe react, and then I think, count to 10. Try to count to 10 before you react. It's always a good option. And it's not always easy. So, but why do I want that person to be able to drain me because my emotions are now in a negative state? There's enough misery around without giving someone the power to press my buttons and make me angry. So, if we can try and count to 10, it's always a good thing. And in fact, one of the interesting things with meditation, it kind of gives you that detached ability to be able to count to 10. And that's probably the gap that you need before you react. You don't need to react, it's just your emotions. It's your own perception of what someone said, the fact that it's hurt you, or you think it's hurt you, but it's someone's comment, it's someone making a judgment call, it's someone getting angry it's a judgment call. And why would you let someone do that to you? So I think to try and avoid anger or reacting to anger is a great thing. And there's lots written on how to do that. And perhaps we can explore it deeper at some later stage. So the things for today were just purely judgment and anger. You can't judge until you walk in someone's shoes, and you're never going to be able to walk in someone's shoes. You'll never get into their mindset to see how they feel. So it's an acceptance. They did something, it's wrong, it doesn't conform to your morality, your way of looking at things. That's you. It's not them. And we can have long discussions about someone murdered someone, and I get that. But you know what? Even then, there's still some room for discussion and why. What's wrong with the mental state? Why did they get like this? Why? So just consider trying not to judge is a great thing, and trying not to get angry, because no one, and I mean no one, should have the power over you to make you react in that negative way, to become angry. Anyway, have a think. If you've got any comments, let me know. We may explore that a bit deeper, because I mean, this is like, people write volumes of books on these subjects. We're just like minutes into it. So there's a lot that we could unravel and unwind and talk about. But as I say, these are snippets, just something to think about. We may come back on these subjects later. Let's see how it goes. But the next thing I want to be able to talk about probably is ego. And let's be fair, we're in the middle of a Tory revolt, a Tory complete meltdown, where the leader of the party is on a massive ego trip at the moment. You know what? You're doing something bad. Yeah, go. The only thing that's holding you there is probably your ego. And I don't buy the fact that perhaps it's this need to deliver for the country. It's your ego. Step away. There's someone else coming who actually knows what they're doing. And we see this all the time. Anyway, I don't want to get into ego. Let's leave it there. Well, enjoy whatever you're doing. And we'll talk very, very soon. See you soon. Bye.
What